Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So, welcome to this video. This is a new series where I will be giving you updates about what's going on in my life and in my productivity journey. Some of you might be coming here from my previous YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and some of you are probably new. So if you are new, feel free to watch the intro video. I spent a lot of our efforts into it. If you're looking for something inspiring, I think that would really touch a nerve. I hope that it will. So, having said that, my name is Sohan, and I'm living in Canada. I have I've been working here as a digital marketing consultant, and I build AI agents with my small business called AI Buddy Learning Lab. It's recently registered, and the rest of the details are here somewhere, um, like in the comment section and in the description. You'll find that. Uh, so in this video, the first of quite a few to come, I'm gonna be telling you about a little bit of my journey so far and how this book played a strong role in that. And this is another concept that, I just happened to get the book because somebody gifted this to my wife. But this one I actually ordered from Amazon because I read it 10 years ago, and I was able to literally apply a lot of these rules. And actually, I am living almost 95% with some variations because of my preferences and how my life's destiny and different choices kind of came to play around with. But this book really does the job. If you haven't read it, feel free to read it. If you have read it, I would suggest going to Blinkist or whichever tool you're using, or just reading the whole thing, or going to the audiobook. But this is very, very relevant for people in the AI gold rush, or people who are excited about productivity. So, having said all of that, the first, all right, we have the first 2.5 minutes are almost gone. So I'm gonna be probably making this like 7 to 10 minutes long. And what are we gonna talk about? So let's talk about why and how this book worked. And what this means for the current AI agent industry and what's going on. And if I can show you something, I'm just trying to gain some more credibility for the level of work and the research work I have done on this, because I knew that this was gonna grow, and this has grown. So this is the book I had ordered last year. It's by Salman Khan, the founder of Khan Academy, not the other guy, you know. Ding, 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 ding. It's not that guy. So this book says Brave New Words. It has other stuff. I read halfway and I didn't finish it actually because it felt like it was self-promoting so much that it compelled me to go. I felt compelled to check. And then when I checked, it said only US users can use the product, Canadian users cannot. And I was like, okay. And then I started reading the book again, but it kept just saying what a great job they have done. I think this is more like okay, I don't want to criticize Sal Khan, like I don't. So I'm just going to be on his good side. I just wish the second half had picked up some more pace. However, I will try it again now that I have publicly kind of locked horns with the founder of Khan Academy, who has been a crucial, critically important person, even without being present in my life. But in my journey, they have been very, very impactful. I don't know how much informative this is, but let's just increase it. So this book taught me to value 80-20 principles, Pareto principle, very strongly. And not only did it do that, it taught me how to delegate. It taught me how to look at my tasks as like a set of tasks, some of which critically need me. The others can be solved by others. So when we start putting a monetary value against each person's contribution, and we kind of reverse engineer based on how much money we want to earn from the future or in our lifetime, and we do like a back analysis. Like, I didn't do any of that as I explained it to you. as I am explaining it to you right now. I didn't do any of that. But now when I'm telling you, like retelling and reliving the experience in a way for this video, now I'm seeing like how it is probably like shaped up. And the one thing is, it is definitely new. It is very scary. Like I just saw the warning at the back. Some would say this is copywriting or marketing genius, but it says, "Do not read this book unless you want a new way of living." And honestly, when I said like I have applied 95% of this book's principle, The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, I was not sure about those remaining 5 to 10%, because if I change them all, I will be a completely new person, because it involved a lot of reprogramming my inner conditions, and that's something as a neurodivergent person I have learned to control. I still lose control sometimes, but I have learned to manage it better, and that's something that everybody who is a professional in 2025, that they should be aware of doing that. Like, how do you steer back when you're going off course? It's like driving, but it's like driving yourself, right? Which is the hardest thing to do of it all. And the entire adult life experience is directly connected with how much money you earn or how much free time you have in your hands. And if it just happens to be money inherited, somehow life stops being as much fun. So driven people are often seen to go out there and try to live more, do more, and be more. And that is perfect. But when we are talking back about this 4 hour work week, this book kind of talks about, like, at least it told me that I should be more aware, and I also improved my health, and it had a direct impact on how I did professionally, and it is continuing to do so, because in my late 20s, I'm in my late 30s now, so in my late 20s I realized that my body is aging. I'm no longer being able to remember enough stuff as I used to be when I was 10 years younger. I'm no longer feeling that much energy, and I need to. And that's when I like was reading. That's the same time period when I was also reading these books. So I just realized that I need to make health top priority, and then I put in a lot of, like, for the next few years, I did a lot of exercising, regular gym, and I focused on my diet as well. So when I managed all of those things, things were so easy for me. It was just like having the power of say, hey, you know what, do this for me, and it gets done. So it was really a great experience. And now the fun stuff has started to happen. I have identified some of my skills as my high paying skills that cannot be taken away by an AI immediately. And even if it does, it's never going to have the same amount of respect that people are going to pay to the guy who can do it without AI compared to the guy who does it with AI. For example, if I were to tell you that I have no problem being the master of all the butlers and be the master butler of your house, Mr. Wayne, would you in fact be worried about it, or would you think like that's a great offer? Because I think I do a fine job, Master Wayne. I think being a Bruce Wayne from a different country myself, I have also understood the required roles, that you're Bale, that you're Day-Lewis, that my De Niro, my Pacino, and anybody has done, because it's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. Once you realize that, everything gets easy. Everything gets in your command, in your power. And what a great, because this guy is also about learning. So I was super impressed by his reality show. I saw a few episodes, I think, not the whole thing. But I'm showing you this video because, once again, these are all either serving one or two purposes. Everything I'm doing on social media, which I don't think I'll be doing it for the rest of my life, but only up until a point where I have received what I expected. And yes, some people would say, oh, you're expecting things out of life. You know, you're making plans for yourself for the future. Hey, I don't see much merit in it. Like, of course you can say that, but I'll tell you something. When we plan it, that's the way scientists have been able to send people to the moon. That's the same reason when your father is ill, or your mother or your grandmother, someone old, Is that in the hospital? They can live longer. We can expect them to come back. So you need to really, not look down upon people who are good at planning. I think that's a good skill to have in a society where everybody kind of is too busy, but only a few are actively listening. The rest are just getting lost in the theatrics. But with the invention of AI agents, things are looking much better, and scary as well in some places, but we got that covered. We will deal with it. It doesn't matter. As long as the agentic human beings are in charge, and as long as we are all in agreement that we need to protect our environment, and we can retransition some of the industries while maintaining the current ruling order, then things are not going to escalate any further than a few little noisy news items. That's all there is to it, and that's that's how I see life. And so the AI agents that I wanted to talk to you about, sorry if anybody was joining in for the AI discussion, it started pretty late, but I needed to share the 4-hour work week, some of the fundamental principles which have helped me to come to this point, and what we are expecting from the future, because it's probably obvious to you by this point that some of the people, they're good at making things happen and helping the world. And we want to join these people who are making it a better world, right? And there are some clear indications of how we win as a species, as different nations, as combined nations, as wealthy people, powerful people, or strong people, or people with higher moralistic values. Or we can also imagine the other way around. Because I work with movie making, filmmaking, I'm going to be at some point, I'll start making movies again, so I'm very excited about that. And that's why I sometimes do this both world presentation, which doesn't always go well with social media or with impatient people, because they just heard what they wanted to hear and forgot that there was also something good out of it. You know what I mean? Like, when you really got the good power, the big power, the great power, you got a lot of responsibilities, boy. You cannot escape it. Anybody who decided to escape that didn't come up to this level. And there were people who were really in there. Like they didn't let go. They were just there. They were trying to help. And when you have that kind of ability, the world just opens up all of the opportunities. And then it gets even more complicated, because now you have more people to satisfy, more dependencies, more things to take care of. But if you have a system, and if you have a good AI agent that is kind of trying to help you be better and live a better life, maybe things are not so difficult after all. You want to know more? If you want to know more, there are websites and LinkedIn content and many other things available for you to take a look, and for you to decide if you would like to try. And if you would like to try, there is a wait list. Just sign up there. What that will do is it will give me additional data to go and convince an investor that they would probably make a lot of money by investing at an early stage into my business. Because I just want to incorporate it, and I want to use all the right SaaS tools, and just hit the big red button that says go, the green button. I'll say the green button. I don't want to press any red buttons in my life. A green button. Unless, of course, the red button happens to be a stop sign when one is driving, or when there is a bad thought, which if we chase, we would become an evil person, and we would only be working in self-interest and not looking out for others. Very, very, okay, yeah, that had to be said. I told you, sometimes I just have to finish the whole arc. Many talkers in society, they do that. But I think the hardest thing for me in this whole journey was to keep changing myself with each iteration, because the bigger the prize is, the harder it gets to convert. And there are more things you're sacrificing, the dependencies are increasing, there are more fires to fight around, because now it's like juggling with so many different things, right? But with the right team and the right tools, things are possible, and most problems are still, I would say, in a way, human problems than they are some system issue, because the ability to earn trust and build trust and grow trust and sustain trust, it's a very hard thing to do. But we have rules in place, laws in place, and we have AI agents in place reminding us of our most important task. And this particular thing that I'm doing, this is exactly in that list, and I'm doing that. And I'll be done within a few more minutes. I told you it was going to be 7 to 10, but I kind of went ahead because I just felt like this is a good opportunity, and why not make the most of it? So, in the last 1 or 2 minutes, let me wrap this up, and I will, of course, be present on other platforms. So feel free to check out all the other social media arenas where I'll be hanging out, and looking forward to basically building. I'm basically now very interested and excited about building this AI agent. I would say we have created 75% of it. It's done very well. Now 25% is remaining, and that will take us another 1.5 months to finish, at least, because there are a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of UI UX decisions, a lot of fine touching, and making sure that even the the particular niche that we are going to help solve, which I'm not going to market right now, but they have something to do with productivity for sure. So we will be making it super easy for a specific niche category of people. I think that's where it should end, this particular video. Thank you so much for watching this, and feel free to like and subscribe and comment, and let us know anything you are interested to learn more about. And yep, looking forward to the next activities. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.